Imagine this, a few seconds of shaky phone footage capturing Elon Musk walking through a quiet Los Angeles street, hand in hand with his young children. Within minutes, it explodes across social media. Millions of views, tens of thousands of comments. And once again, the richest man on Earth is thrust under a microscope, not for rockets, not for cars, not for tweets, but for the mysterious guided world of his personal life. That short clip, reportedly filmed near one of Musk's secret residences, has reignited global curiosity about the man behind SpaceX, Tesla, and X. But it's also drawn attention to something far more extraordinary: the billion-dollar fortress of protection surrounding Musk and his growing family. The price of being the world's richest man. As of October 2025, Elon Musk's net worth sits at an estimated $376 billion. That's not just wealth, it's economic gravity. It exceeds the entire GDP of countries like Finland, Chile, or Bangladesh. It's enough to buy every NFL team several times over or fund multiple national space programs from scratch. But with that level of wealth comes something money can't buy: safety. When you control companies that touch space exploration, global communications, energy, and artificial intelligence, you don't just attract attention, you attract enemies. From government-backed hackers and geopolitical rivals to obsessed fans and ideological extremists, Musk's position places him in one of the most dangerous spots imaginable. He's not just a billionaire, he's a strategic target. And so, to protect him, a system has been built, part corporate, part private, and part federal. A sprawling global network that costs tens of millions of dollars every single year just to keep Elon Musk and his loved ones alive. Musk's personal security empire. According to internal filings and insider reports, Musk's security budget rivals that of small nations. Tesla alone disclosed $2.4 million in 2023, followed by another $500,000 spent in just the first 2 months of 2023-2024, only for Musk's direct personal protection. But those numbers are just the tip of the iceberg. When private spending, family security, and property protection are factored in, estimates suggest the true figure could exceed $20 million annually, possibly more. The team tasked with this job operates more like a private intelligence agency than a security detail. Musk travels with up to 20 armed bodyguards, including former Special Forces veterans and trained medics. Each movement, from business meetings to family outings, is treated like a military operation. Before he enters a building, the area is swept for surveillance devices, escape routes are mapped, and digital channels are locked down. Even something as simple as dining out requires layered coordination between security staff, local authorities, and sometimes federal agencies. Because here's the chilling reality: Elon Musk's security doesn't just protect him from theft or paparazzi, it protects him from assassination. Why Musk's life is different. Unlike most billionaires, Musk's companies place him at the center of real geopolitical friction. His Starlink satellites are active in war zones like Ukraine. His social platform, X, formerly Twitter, directly influences political narratives across multiple countries. And his electric vehicle empire, Tesla, operates in over 50 nations, often at odds with legacy industries and political powers. That makes Musk not just a wealthy individual, but a global actor whose technology affects national security interests. For this reason, his security threats come from everywhere. Anonymous hackers, extremist groups, and even foreign state agents have been linked to threats against him and his family. And after several high-profile stalking and doxing incidents, US federal officials began working directly with Musk's private security. In February 2025, something unprecedented occurred. The US Marshals Service officially deputized members of Musk's personal security team, granting them limited federal law enforcement powers. This meant they could carry firearms on federal property, make arrests, execute warrants, and coordinate with national security agencies, privileges usually reserved for government agents. It was the clearest sign yet that the threats facing Elon Musk had crossed from celebrity danger into matters of national concern. Musk has admitted that the probability of a homicidal maniac attempting to kill you increases directly with how many hear your name. And when your name is Elon Musk, the entire world knows it. That means no moment of normalcy. No quick grocery run, no unguarded walk with family, no quiet dinner in public. Every movement is logged, planned, and protected. His events, like the Tesla Cybertruck launch, are treated like presidential appearances. Up to 30 security agents sweep the site, screen every guest, and even deploy drones overhead for aerial surveillance. Every step is watched by cameras and GPS trackers, while internal teams monitor social media chatter for real-time threats. This is what daily life looks like when being the richest man in history makes you a constant target. But here's where things get even more complex. The threats aren't limited to Elon himself. They extend to everyone connected to him, his parents, partners, and especially his 13 children. After multiple break-ins and credible kidnapping plots, Musk upgraded his father Errol's home in South Africa with 24/7 monitoring, electric fencing, and armed response teams. According to Errol, kidnappers once estimated that taking him could yield a $20 million ransom. Not for Elon, but just for his father. That figure alone shows the scale of the threat. To put it in perspective, $20 million is more than the budget of many small towns. And it's a chilling reminder that Musk's family lives under constant risk simply because of who he is. But it doesn't stop there. Legal filings show restraining orders placed against individuals threatening Siobhan Zillis, the mother of 2 of Musk's children. Court documents describe protective buffers of 200 yards around associates and family residences, turning everyday environments into fortified zones. With 13 children across multiple continents, the logistics of this protection network are staggering. Each child's school, nanny, and driver must be vetted. Each residence must have its own threat assessment. Even birthday parties require coordination with security teams and local law enforcement. For the Musk family, normal life doesn't exist, only secured life. When new footage surfaced showing Musk casually strolling with his children, many viewers saw a rare human moment. But behind that short clip was an entire invisible system: plainclothes agents monitoring perimeters, armored vehicles nearby, and remote surveillance teams ensuring no one approached too closely. It's easy to forget that those smiling family moments come at an enormous cost. Every laugh, every outing, every step outside requires thousands of dollars in planning and manpower. Psychologists who study high-risk public figures call it the invisible cage, the paradox where wealth brings not freedom, but confinement. For Musk's family, even spontaneity has to be scripted. Playdates require threat assessments. Family vacations involve advanced teams. And even educational choices are influenced by security concerns, with some of Musk's children reportedly homeschooled or relocated due to risks. The billion-dollar operation behind the scenes. So how does this security machine actually function? It begins with people. Roughly 100 trained professionals coordinating Musk's protection worldwide. Most are recruited from elite military and intelligence backgrounds, including veterans of special operations and counter-terrorism units. Many belong to Gavin de Becker & Associates, a top global security firm specializing in threat management for high-profile individuals. These aren't just bodyguards. They're tactical analysts, medics, communication specialists, and counter-surveillance experts trained to detect, diffuse, and neutralize threats before they happen. On average, elite bodyguards at this level earn $150,000 to $200,000 annually. But with 24/7 rotation schedules, international travel, and crisis bonuses, that number can easily double. Multiply that across 100 personnel, plus logistics, housing, and technology, and you reach the tens of millions fast. But the technology is what truly elevates this into the billion-dollar realm. Musk's estates and vehicles are fitted with AI-assisted surveillance, motion-detecting drones, and GPS-based threat mapping systems. Tesla's own internal intelligence units contribute by monitoring potential threats online, analyzing patterns in social media, dark web chatter, and global news to predict risks before they materialize. But what does that do to a person? To live in a world where every face might be a threat, every interaction might be monitored, every home might be watched. Insiders describe Musk's world as a controlled existence. He rarely travels without security, even in private settings. Bodyguards are stationed outside bathrooms. Meetings take place in rooms swept for devices. Some describe him as calm and composed. Others say the constant vigilance has reshaped his personality, trading spontaneity for strategy. The irony is impossible to ignore. The world's richest man, capable of exploring space, revolutionizing transportation, and connecting humanity, can't simply walk his kids to a playground without a tactical team. In corporate filings, Tesla's reported security costs for Musk are higher than nearly every other tech executive in history, except Mark Zuckerberg, whose own protections surpassed $23 million in 2023. By contrast, Apple's Tim Cook required less than $1 million annually. But Musk's situation is fundamentally different. Zuckerberg's threats come from social backlash. Cook's from corporate espionage. Musk's threats, however, extend into national and military interests. When Russian officials publicly warned him over Starlink's involvement in Ukraine, it wasn't just rhetoric, it was a geopolitical threat against a private citizen. Few people in history have operated at that intersection of commerce, warfare, and technology. And that makes his personal safety not just a private concern, but a matter of global security. The price of immortality. In a sense, Elon Musk has achieved what few ever will, a level of fame, influence, and wealth that transcends borders. But that transcendence has a price. Every camera flash is a potential risk. Every handshake is a background check. Every viral video, like the recent footage of him with his children, becomes another variable for his security apparatus to contain. To the public, it's just a glimpse of a man spending time with his family. To Musk's security team, it's a data breach, a location leak, a timestamp, a pattern that must now be analyzed and neutralized. That's the paradox of being the richest man alive in the digital age. The more famous you become, the less freedom you have to exist.